Hey everyone, in this video, I will show you how to set up basic relationships between tables. To start off, let's create a table called student. We'll do create table student, and inside this we'll define one property called ID. It'll be varchar 20, and we'll mention a modifier for this just after it as primary key. After that, we'll define another property called name. It'll be a varchar for size 50, and the table got created. Similarly, let's define one for the teacher. We'll do create table teacher. We'll again do the same thing that we did above. Let me just copy it for the time being. So now we have two tables, which is student and teacher. Both of them have an ID, which is the primary key, and the name, which is just a normal string. There's just few them in /t. As you see, the primary key has been set to ID, and it also got a not null constraint. Similarly, let's do for teacher. Now let's set up a relationship between both of these. To do this, we'll create another new table. With the relationship between student and teacher will be an n cross n relationship, because one teacher can teach multiple students and one student can be taught by multiple teachers. We'll write create table teachers. Inside that, we'll define student ID varchar 20 as one property. We'll do teacher ID varchar 20. We'll set a primary key here, which is composed of two properties. One is student ID, the second one is teacher ID. After this, we'll add a foreign key constraint, foreign key, and we'll point it to student ID, which references the table student ID property, another foreign key, which is teacher ID, which references teacher ID. Semicolon. Now you see all three tables are there. Let's also view the specific table /t teachers. As you can see, this has both student ID and teacher ID. Both of them are not null, and both of them are set as the primary key. Now they also have a foreign key constraint where the student ID is pointing towards the student table property ID, and teacher ID is pointing towards teacher table key ID. Now let's enter some values inside the students table. To do this, we'll run a few commands. I'm just entering 4 random values here. Now let's do the same for teacher. If I do select star from student, I'll get all 4 students that I entered in. Similarly, if I do select star from teacher, I'll get all 3 teachers. To create the relation, I'll enter a value inside the teachers table, which will immediately correspond the ID of the student to the ID of the teacher. As you can see over here, into the teachers table, I'm entering values, the ID of a student and the ID of a teacher. Once all these 3 values are inserted, I can do a cross join between the student teacher using the teachers table using this query. I am cross joining teachers table, students table, and teacher table by comparing the student ID inside teachers to student ID and teacher ID to teacher ID. So if I press on enter, you can see the relationship showing up properly over here. That is how you can set up foreign key relationships between two tables, and that's how you do relationships inside Postgres. Thank you.